Hey guys, welcome to Theater Advice, Almost Becoming Famous YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff I have outside my house. A lot of people are like, well, you have it because you sell it, stuff like that. There's some truth to that, but the reality of the situation is, and I tell people about this about a lot of things that are in my house, I wouldn't rip myself off. So if it didn't matter, yeah, I do pay a little less for it, but if it didn't matter, I wouldn't own it. I know a lot about this stuff, so if it truly didn't matter, I'd buy the regular cheap thing. I'm not an idiot, so it does matter. So today we're going to talk about outdoor TVs versus regular TVs. So look, under here, the truth of the matter is you can put a regular TV. I've already replaced two. In Texas, it rains sideways. The bigger problem that people don't think about, because I have clients that are like, it's never going to get wet. Okay, well, humidity, so yes it is. There's holes in those TVs, so humidity, yes. Pollen, yes. Bugs, yes. So the couple reasons that I don't like regular TVs outside are it gets disgusting with pollen. You can't really wipe them down. Can't get them wet, obviously. I can literally hose this thing off and wipe it off. It's a completely sealed enclosure, so bugs cannot get inside. Bugs like warm, bright environments. Warm, bright environment. So at the end of the day, you don't want bugs to get in there. I've literally seen TVs with like dead mayflies and shadows at the bottom because they make homes in there. It's disgusting. So this is Sunbrite. I'm going to talk about the two like most well-known outdoor TVs, and I know a whole bunch of people are going to comment how they have some cheaper version and all that stuff. I don't really care. I'm commenting on the stuff that I sell, stuff that I love, stuff that I believe in, and again, I wouldn't rip myself off. If it wasn't awesome, I wouldn't have it. So Sunbrite is your lesser expensive outdoor TV. These guys, I don't even know the price anymore. This is a 65 inch. They used to be $3,400, but I think now they're like 27. The 55 inch is like $14.99 instead of $2,000. They're not that much more than another 55 inch TV. So if you don't want to replace it all the time and mess around with it, it is better. The other thing that's the most important thing to me, we're going to talk more about that on the next TV. It's way, way brighter. So these outdoor TVs are a lot brighter and they have an anti-glare shield. Yeah, you see some glare, but not anywhere near as much as, you know, my neighbors and a couple of people. I go over their house and I'm like, I can't even watch the things. All I see is everything else in the yard. It's just too glary. So yeah, they all look good at night, but in the daytime, this thing looks pretty damn good. I mean, it's full daytime, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a great TV. Good brightness. I think the panel is actually made by Samsung behind the scenes, but all the electronics and stuff aren't. The downfall of Sunbrite, you have to know this, it does not have a streaming capability. So even if you plug it in Ethernet for control only, you have to put like an Apple TV or a Roku either in your closet and run it to it or behind it. So that's one thing. The next TV, I have to like tell you a story and bring you along this weird little journey, but it's a true story. So Samsung, because I'm a platinum dealer for Samsung, which means I buy the same price level as Best Buy, they made me buy this TV. Now, it's not that I didn't want it. I knew it was badass, but they were like, you have to have this, 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 and this on display at all times, and I do display stuff at my house as well. Clients literally come here to see my theater. They see stuff that I don't have at the showroom. So I was like, you know what? If I'm going to buy this awesome TV, I'm going to put it in my house and not put it on some wall at the store where no one's ever going to enjoy it. That's dumb. So, oh, that's very bright right there. Sorry. So here's the deal. My guys put this up. They told me I had to buy the sound bar too, and I was like, I have all this audio, and we're going to get to that in the next video I shoot. But I was like, that's annoying. I don't want to use it, right? And so, but they win that battle because you have to do it. So my guys come out here. I take the 65. I put it over there. I take the 55 that was there. I give it to my in-laws, and then I watch this. The day before, I watched the movie Dory in the pool with the kids. We were sitting at the swim bar, and it was that exact TV. And I was like, man, I can hardly see that thing. I mean, I literally couldn't see it over here. It's a little more exposed to the elements, a little more exposed to the sun. I could not see that Sunbrite over here, and it's an outdoor TV. A regular TV would have been completely shot out here. So I was a little annoyed by it. They put it out here. It was summer, so the next day, same thing. We came out, we were swimming with the kids and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm going to turn on this new expensive TV that I was forced to buy. And so I turned it on, and dude, this thing is crazy bright. I mean, it's not going to show up on camera because I've tried to take pictures of it too. It's 3 times brighter than the Sunbrite. It's 5 times brighter than a normal TV probably. It's really, really bright. When I sit down there mid-daytime, football game on, I can literally see every single aspect of the screen. It's super bright. Here's the most surprising thing, because it's like a $6,000 TV, so the fact that it's badass is not that shocking. What is shocking though is I don't know who made this soundbar for them. Samsung claims they make it. I claim that they lie because I don't know. Like, they've never made any soundbar other than some plastic piece of junk. But this thing sounds like a freaking stereo system, like by itself with no sub on. I mean, it's not like it doesn't need a sub, but like, it doesn't sound like a cheap, shitty soundbar. It's awesome. I mean, I was like Bluetoothing to it. It also has Bluetooth, which a lot of my music doesn't. So if I was sitting out there, just Bluetooth to it one day, listening to the sound, like the actual television, it's crazy. Like, it's a little like mini theater. So it's really cool. But that's the thing. Like, now it changed my whole outlook because yes, it's expensive, but I have luxury buyers that buy expensive stuff. At the end of the day, I used to tell them, oh, it's not worth it, get a Sunbrite, this and that. Look, there are options now. Put a crappy TV out here, change it once a year if you want. Put a Sunbrite out here, you can't really see it that good in the sun. Works great in the patio. If you can afford this thing, it's badass. Everyone should buy this thing, it is awesome. Has all the other obvious features of an outdoor TV, but it does stream, so Netflix and all that stuff's built right in. This is their Samsung Terrace. This is a 75-inch, just to give you some scale. They used to make an 85, I don't think they do anymore. So this is the 75-inch and comes in a bunch of different levels. So this is the partial sun, because it's partial sun. They come in a full sun. I will tell you, the full sun one, it was like 10 grand last time I sold it, but I think it came down. But the full sun TV in Texas is still gonna lose the battle with the sun, right? It's the sun. So don't expect miracles of this thing. It's just a lot brighter than this TV and can handle the sun also from a heat thing. You know, in hotter climates, the places that get really hot, like Texas, Arizona, that kind of thing, you have to understand. I'm so sorry if you can't hear me too, because it's a little windy. But you have to understand that there's something called an operating temperature of all electronics. It's in the manual for that reason. It's like the first thing in the manual that no one ever reads. But it shows you what the operating temperature is. In the direct sun, the operating temperature of this black thing is going to get really, really hot. Capacitors are going to start to be messed with and stuff like that in the TV. Probably won't turn on. So, you know, you don't want something like dead in the west sun and expect to watch it unless you spent like $200,000 on some, you know, 20,000 nit crazy TV that you see at the Masters or something. It does exist. I sell it. If you're uber rich and feel like talking about something like that, knock yourself out. But for the most part, this is a badass TV. So that's my spiel on regular TVs versus outdoor TVs, and then just kind of showing you two different TVs. I used to be a non-believer. After owning it, I would never ever have anything other than a Samsung Terrace outside. The only reason that one's there is because I've already owned it, and I'll probably get rid of it soon because that's the stuff I do. But hopefully this helps you in any way find some value in this kind of high-end stuff. And thanks for tuning in, and feel free to hit the subscribe button. That looks like it's happening more and more. That's pretty awesome. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.